there's a lot
they were able to go through because it was on for so long.
Yeah, they made Bebop and Rocksteady, and it's like their origins are pretty cool the way they created them. But I don't know. I enjoyed that. I enjoy it for what it is. It's it's for kids. Mm-hmm. My son enjoys it. So, have you seen any of it?
Yeah. I watched a few. I've seen a few episodes. Mm-hmm. It's a little like they're pushing the kind of kid element real hard.
Real hard. Yeah.
On that one. The only thing that I could really say that bothered me was they're always picking on Donnie as far as aesthetically, like the way that they bring him back. This one, he has like a huge gap.
Yeah,
and it's like, why? Because he's the tech guy. He has to have a gap.
Yeah,
it's just kind of funny.
Yeah,
even in the Michael Bay films, mm-hmm. They're like big mutants, and then Donnie's like this shriveled down, like guy with a huge kind of computer on his back, but he's not bulky like the other dudes. Yeah, and it's with tape on them and stuff, and it's like, but why can't he be buff too and be the tech guy? You know what I mean? Like, this is your guys' chance to kind of
reinvent it and like,
but not
break the stereotype.
Not just exactly, breaking stereotypes through pop culture, and
I feel like that that nerdiness that Donatello has, because he's supposed to be the smart one, and the tech guy, at least in everything that I've seen, he is. They don't know how to kind of portray that in any other way, other than giving him some kind of distinct.
They dumb him down. It always seems like, and it's like, but he is. I feel like he helps the turtles along. Like, without him, they wouldn't be what they are. You know what I mean? He is kind of the backbone, because even in the early cartoons, he would always be working on the van, and he created the turtle comms, and he did all these things that like helped them survive. You know what I mean? So it's like, why can't? I don't know. It's just weird to me that they always want to fuck with his appearance.
Like, we got to make sure everybody knows that he's a geek or a nerd or whatever. He's a smart guy in the group. So let's give him this gap, or let's give him these glasses that make his eyes look way bigger than they are. Let's give him like a computer on his back with like solar panels on it and everything on his.
Like, that was fine, but it's like, why does he have to be this tiny guy?
Yeah.
Why, what? It's just so weird. Odd choices. But going back, what do you think of the 2007 CGI film? The completely animated.
The one, okay. That one's just called TMNT, right?
Yes.
I actually enjoyed that one. I thought it was pretty cool. When it first came out, I remember buying that for my brother for his birthday or Christmas or something, and I think I was more excited to watch it than he was. I remember him opening it, and he's like, "Whoa, cool!" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's watch it." And he's like, "No, okay, I'll watch it first, and then when you want to watch it, just let me know, and we'll watch it again." And but I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool the way they did Raph. How this kind of takes place like after Leo kind of leaves the group, and he's like, I need to become a better leader, and like
he goes off into the Amazon
and he's like,
to find himself.
To grow up a little bit more, and the turtles are kind of falling apart without him, and Raph takes it upon himself to kind of be this Batman-esque hero, vigilante. And he drives around in an armored motorcycle, and he has armor and all over his body. And he goes around and stops crime and stuff.
I know there's this dope ass scene when Leo comes back and they have this fight.
The fight on the rooftop when it's raining.
Yeah,
that scene is awesome.
In the rain.
Yeah, and they're countering each other's swings, and like it's just really cool.
I want to talk about a serious tone.
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah,
for cartoon, it's pretty cool. The only thing that I heard bad about that was once again how they made the turtles look.
Yeah.
It's kind of like strange the way that they always change them, and it's like, but why that way? You know. But other than that, they kept true to a lot of the comic and the source material. That has a star-studded cast. I think Patrick Stewart is in there, and a bunch of crazy voices, which I really liked. But we'll jump from that.
One more before we go.
Yeah.
In the Nickelodeon version, did you know Seth Green does the voice of Leo?
No.
Yeah. Seth Green.
The one that's done?
Yeah, the one that's over now. He did the voice in the guy who does Beast Boy's voice from Teen Titans, Greg Sipes. He does the voice of Michelangelo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why he goes to a lot of the conventions, just not only because of Teen Titans, but because of TMNT.
I know the guy who did Mikey's who did his voice for like the live action stuff, and the kind of voice that we grew up with.
Yeah.
I think he did some voice acting for the newer series that just ended, but for like a villain or something.
Okay.
They brought him back in a different way.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to throw that out there in case nobody knew. So some of the voices of the Nickelodeon show.
Also, we're not doing a Swan Facts portrait for this because this is like all Swan Facts.
Yeah, exactly,
pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But fast forwarding to when was
2014?
Yeah, the reboot.
Yeah,
the reboot.
Yes. Yeah, you want to start it off?
Yeah, I went to see this in the theater.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody told me not to, but I was like, I have to see it for myself. I wasn't a fan on how they reinvented them. They look kind of like ogre-ish.
Yeah, they look like the Shrek.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn because I really like the fact that they kind of made them ugly rather than cute.
Yeah.
Because mutated turtles or reptiles probably wouldn't look cute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
crazy,
in that aspect, it kind of makes sense that they'd make them look like kind of weird and oversized and it's kind of scary.
Like
kind of scary.
lorded out dudes.
Kind of scary, and but this film, other than them keeping the humor consistent, which is another what the strongest part of this movie is, I don't really like a lot of the action. Some of the CGI is very shoddy. Sometimes they look very real, like almost throwing back to like the like
you
the
could
original,
touch them
like,
and feel like you can see the texture in their skin and everything,
or their shells and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks very real.
Yeah.
Some of the fight scenes, if you look closely, and some of it looks completely computer
It's
generated.
definitely CGI.
So it's just not. It's kind of shoddy editing and shoddy CGI throughout, where it goes back and forth from looking real to not looking real.
Yeah.
You got the classic Transformers action sequences where they're slow down stuff.
This wasn't directed by Michael Bay, though, right?
No.
It was produced, though.
He produced
both of them.
and you can see his fucking stamp all over.
Oh, yeah. That low camera swinging circular angle he always does in every movie.
Yeah.
When everyone's kind of like standing back to back and they're looking around at the danger. And just, I think of Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 1. What is it? Transformers, all the Transformers movies. I mean, it's all the same stuff. He has a specific vision, and even if he's not directing it, he's directing it.
Yeah, it's like he ghost directs it or something.
Yeah.
Like no, actually do this.
Do this. Lower the. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
And let's not forget Megan, the dumb choice of Megan Fox.
That's the thing I don't understand, because I know she had this huge thing of why she left Transformers was because she wanted to be, she wanted to be a lead. She didn't want to be the damsel in distress.
I had heard she got fired because she got into some argument with...
Well, yeah, she said working on Transformers is like being in a concentration camp, something like that. It's like, wow, something to that, like that I might be paraphrasing a little bit or changing it up, but it was almost like that, and people were like, "Are you stupid?" Like, so you're saying like Michael Bay's like Hitler, and like running, and it was kind of like she got fired for that. But one of the reasons why she was having so much difficulty was because she was saying that she wanted to be in a lead, and I just don't think she has that type of those acting chops to be a female lead. She's nowhere near up on par with like Natalie Portman or I'm drawing a blank right now on female actors, but she's not a great actress in my opinion. And
well, I mean, yeah, if you look through the Transformers that she's in, she does absolutely nothing but kind of be eye candy. And
oh yeah, definitely.
I don't even think that she's not even attractive to me in the first place. She's kind of like whatever, like your average kind of girl, you know what I mean? But yeah, all she does is scream, "Sam!" If you really look at all her main parts, she's screaming for help, and that's about it. So why Michael Bay hired her again as April O'Neil,
I don't know,
is beyond me. And I did not like them changing the origin story to this was like these were April's turtles, and
oh yeah. And her dad
was the scientist,
experimented on them and gave them these powers. And she's like, I remember you. And then they have like little, and then they were on their turtle shells. There's like little paint on their shells to
corroborate
to identify
the color.
Yeah.
And they were flushed down the toilet or something, right?
Yeah, during the fire. Something like that, yeah, of the laboratory.
I'm like, fuck off. How convenient is this?
That movie was kind of I enjoyed it for the fact that it was the Ninja Turtles, and
for the effort, right?
The effort. I mean, I was like,
and that they weren't aliens, because fuck that story.
I remember when that came out, they're like, they're Teenage Mutant or they're Teenage Alien Ninja Turtles. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? This is stupid. I'm like, no one's gonna see this shit. Like, don't do that.
Like they have their own planet and stuff.
Like they crash landed on Earth and
Transformers part? No,
but no, I'm glad they didn't do that. But I specifically remember going to see this with Alyssa, and they I was excited to see it because I was like, I haven't, Ninja Turtles, I was wearing my Ninja Turtle t-shirt and stuff like that, and there's these two ladies, obnoxious ladies, and they're in front of us the whole time talking throughout the entire movie about and they were like, I don't know if they'd seen the movie before or they knew lines before they were happening, and they were saying the lines 2 seconds before they would happen. So it was really pissing me off, and it was ruining the movie for me, the experience. And I was like, oh my god, fucking shut the fuck up. And then there's this one particular part at the very end when they're in the elevator going to fight Shredder.
Oh yeah.
And they're doing the beats and stuff, and then Raph looks at Michelangelo, and he's like, well, you got one more in you, or something like that. And he's like, I thought you told me never to say it again. And he's like, nah, do it. And then they open it up. He's like, cowabunga, or whatever. And they say it as he's saying it. And I was like, oh my god, you just ruined this movement, this moment that was supposed to be pretty epic, in that scene. And it's just, I wanted to pour my water, my soda all over them, because it was just getting so annoying.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything.
No, I didn't want to say anything, because I mean there wasn't that many people in the theater when I went to go see it, but kind of ruined the movie for me. But I own it on Blu-ray. Jordan likes it, of course. He thinks it's hilarious. I mean, there's some parts that are like, oh, that's funny, and I like the pizza part in the beginning when they get caught from sneaking out.
Oh yeah.
And Splinter has the 99 cheese pizza, and he's like, oh my god, so much cheese. Yeah. And then Donatello's like, that many variations of cheese is impossible, Mikey, don't do it. And he's like, oh my god. And then I think that's probably one of the funniest parts of the movie for me. But I don't know, it's an alright movie, but it was kind of a letdown. Yeah. There was so much hype going into it, for me at least. So I was like, oh yes, it's gonna be Ninja Turtles. And yeah.
And then a couple years later, we get
the second one,
Out of the Shadows.
Out of the Shadows. And yeah.
I went to go see that too, and